On July 1st, 1947, a mysterious alien artifact fell near Roswell, New Mexico. Even though humanity suspected that it was not alone in the universe, the event came as a shock to everyone. In the debris, scientists found an energy source of incredible power that would change the world forever. An avalanche of scientific breakthroughs followed. However, technological progress brought many challenges. Natural and anthropogenic disasters grabbed the newspaper headlines. The situation was heating up, and a new force emerged out of the shadows: the corporation that brought a solution to everything. Thus, the Artemis Project was born. Having forgotten their homes, volunteers stepped on board the spacecraft. Kepler was close as never before. Coincidence or not, but alien technology failed humanity. The hibernation pods carried the survivors to the dangerous unknown. And something had been waiting for them.
Okay, so I want to give you guys my honest opinion on this game, and I'll probably catch a lot of hate for it from either side of the fence, but since I'm being honest, I really don't give a fuck. So, we'll do pros first. The landscape is beautiful. You can tell that the developers in Plex Games really put a lot of attention into detail in this world, which brings me to my second pro, exploration. I mean, it's not as restricted as most things in this game are. You can wander around, running into other players and kill all kinds of enemies and shit, but it kind of gets boring after a while because it's a constant grind of do this, do that. So, I mean, I don't know, it's like playing a game of fetch constantly. And there's a lot of games out there like that, but this one really hit the spot on it, so that kind of pissed me off. Okay, so that's it for the pros. I know, trust me, I wish there were a lot more that I liked, but at least the combat system wasn't too bad. I mean, it felt a lot like Conan Exiles, kind of clunky with the whole third-person directional combat. At least in my opinion, directional combat is overrated and overused, and it gets boring really fucking quick. So, first and foremost, with the cons, we all have to remember that this is an early release game. By no means is it a finished product, so what we see here will likely be fixed when it's all completed. So my first real gripe with the game, it's kind of makes me sound like a baby, but fuck you. There's no guidance, like the missions and everything. They'll tell you, go get this, go do this. They don't tell you how, they don't tell you where, they just say to do it. Which gets kind of annoying when you're in a new game, but I guess it not being finished, maybe they're going to work that in later, I don't know. But it was just something that really kind of irked me, pissed me off pretty good. The second problem is basic resources. Now, like the more complex things in the game, like what was it, pearl berries and weird shit like that, they're actually not that hard to find. And I mean, if you have questions, hit me up and I'll tell you where to find shit. I found everything. But your first mission is to gather stone. Right? And stone, which every survival game, you pick up a fucking rock. But in this one, it's different. So, you walk up to something, you select it, you grab it, and that's it, right? So, in this one, I wandered around for hours and I couldn't find stone. So, I finally looked into the thing in the menu, and it says that it's supposed to be everywhere. And I was like, well, fuck you, it's not everywhere. So then I looked on a stream from somebody playing the game, and just to see where they were getting it from, and it was everywhere for them. So maybe for me it just wasn't spawning around me or anything, because I went to the same spot he was on a different server, and it wasn't there for me, but it was there for him. Other people in the server I was in said that it was everywhere for them, but it just wasn't popping up for me. I found one in the process of 4 hours. I found one on the fucking ground. So what I did, if you have this problem, what I would suggest doing is just kill the cat lizard thing. I think they're called like cavats or something like that. But anyway, just kill them and get the bones off of them, and eventually you'll be high enough level to where you can make a bone pickaxe. And then all you have to do is find a boulder, hit the boulder, you got stone. It was annoying because it felt like I had to find a fucking loophole to get the most basic resource. So, I mean, there's that. And this is my last subject. This is my last real gripe with the game. I can't say whether I liked or disliked the crafting system. It felt very hollow, if you will. All the crafting tables for everything are in the main hub, and that just felt so shitty to me. Like, I'm used to playing Ark, I'm used to playing Minecraft, where you build your own crafting tables, you build your own shit, and use your own shit. Now, in this, I didn't really see much in the way of base building, and it felt really, really shitty to me. Because, I mean, like I said, I come from Ark, I come from Minecraft, I come from, let's see, the Forest, you know what I mean? Like, games where it says it's a building game, and it's actually a building game. But this game, not quite really, no. It's a bunch of, like, maybe 20, 30 players huddled around the same fucking crafting table trying to craft anything. So, I mean, it's very boring. The entire experience felt that I was grinding for what turned out to be a disappointing, hollow experience. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe within a few months they'll make progress with the game, you know? It's definitely got a lot of potential, but as of right now, I think it was released way too early, like so many others, trying to get their names out there, you know? And the problem with that is a lot of people release their game way early, way early, to where it's nowhere near finished, so they can get their name out there. But what they're not thinking about is when they do that, people see this shit game and they're like, this game is shit, you guys are shit, and that tarnishes their name that they just put out there. So their hopes of ever making any progress with anything just plummet. And I mean, I guess I might be old school in the sense that I miss the days where games weren't either an obvious money grab like fucking Battlefront 2 or Fallout 76, or an unfinished pile of steaming shit like this, you know? It's so disappointing because they have so much potential, and they're either about the money or trying to get their name out there so they can make money. I mean, we've got games like, what was it, The Outer Worlds, that came out, that wasn't forced down our throats, but it was a beautiful fucking game, a fun game to play. So, I mean, there's still a few developers out there that are really doing good. What's another one, guys? Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order. That was an amazing game. It wasn't forced down our throats, no DLCs, no bullshit. Here's a finished game that's amazing and fun to play. We need more of those, and if they could do that with multiplayer, I think there's a huge market for that, don't you guys? I mean, I would love to play an amazing fun game like fucking Jedi Fallen Order with 100 other people on our own server. But no, we get shit like this, which I know they're not as big of a developer, but anyway, I'm starting to rant. So what do you guys think of this game? Have you played it? I mean, do you guys think that it still has potential, or do you think this is going to be it? Like, this is going to be the bullshit that we were given in place of the hopes that we had for it? Let me know in the comments, but until next time, this is Colladius signing out. Peace!